Hi everyone, today I'm coming to you with a story time. Okay, so I was probably like 17 or 18 when this happened, and I was working at my first job ever that I ever got, and it was at Zaxby's. Woo, Zaxby's. I like Zaxby's a lot. Anyway, that's not the point. Um, Working there was good, to be my first job. I liked the people that I was working with. Well, let me make it a little clearer. I liked the people who I started with. Let's just say that, like the OG people that first, I was in a team with, they was cool. So this store had just opened, and I was like one of the first people hired, and it was brand new. Blah 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 blah. That doesn't matter to anything, but yeah, I'm just trying to put you in the picture. This is my first job working at Zaxby's, yada yada. So I was pretty good in the drive-through, and that's where they kept putting me day after day after day after day after day. I was in the drive-through. Sometimes they would put me in the front cashier area, registers, but I was always in drive-through. So on this particular day, I came in. I was happy because people I worked with, like I said, it was cool. I liked my job pretty much. Everything was good. So I came in, started, working in the drive-through. I do remember it was a pretty slow day, so I was like, okay, cool. Like, I can, like, just relax. Hi, welcome to Zaxby's, and everything's good. So that's what I did. So then this car pulled up, and if you don't know, in, like, fast food areas, there's a camera, so we can see the car. We can hear you, of course. So anyway, this car pulls up. Nobody's in front of him. Nobody's behind him. And he pulls up. And once you get to the speaker thing, it beeps in our ear. Well, for us, it beeps in our ear, and we can answer. So it beeped. He wasn't behind, like he wasn't like, this is the box. It wasn't like he was. It wasn't like he was like back here and I'm talking. Nah, he was up here. He was with me. Anyway, that plays an important part. So I'm like, hi, welcome to Zaxby's. After I said hi, welcome to Zaxby's, I didn't hear nothing. So, and if you work in fast food, more than likely your managers are like, push the drive-through, get the drive-through time down. You want it to be low. You don't want it to be high, because that means, people have been waiting too long in the drive-through and it messes up your score, blah, 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 blah. And so I was like, so yeah, they're going to push you to try to get the drive time down. They're going to try to get you to kind of rush people, but in a nice way, and all that good stuff. But usually, like, when I say hi, welcome to Zaxby's, and somebody doesn't answer for a long time, and I'm like, do you need help with anything on the menu? Or, I might say it again, and they're like, oh, can you give me a second? I'm still looking. Or, hold on, wait a minute. You might get somebody that's a little more rude and be like, I'm still looking, like, or something, or whatever. So I was like, you know what? It's a slow day. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna let this guy take his time. I'm over here fixing up stuff in the drive-through, straws, restocking, napkins, ketchup, all that stuff. And he's still not saying nothing. So I'm like, okay. Me being too nice, I'm like, I really don't want to rush him. There's nobody behind him. There, like I said, we had just opened. Like, so, it wasn't a lot of Zaxby's in the area that I was in. So I was like, maybe, and the menu can be kind of confusing because the way it's set up, and it's a lot on the menu, different sauces, items, and all that stuff. So I was like, maybe he's really like looking at every single item, trying to see what he wants. So I'm not gonna rush him. I'm trying to be nice. I'm not gonna rush him. Finally, he was like, hello? And I was like, okay, yeah. He ready to order. Let's get it. Today's a good day. I'm gonna be nice. He gonna be nice back. Everything's gonna be fine. So he said hello. I was like, yes. Mind you, I said yes. So my mom raised me to always say, yes. Maybe she didn't say like you gotta say sir and ma'am. She didn't go that far with it. But you say yes, don't say yeah, huh, and all that stuff. Like, you be respectful, say yes. So that's why I said yes, and I said it pleasant. I wasn't like yes, yes, yes. I just like yes. Anyway, so he skirts off. I'm like, what's going on? So he skirts off. Mind you, there was somebody else in the drive-thru with me, but since it was so slow, she was in the back, I think, making croutons, baking cookies, making sweet tea, doing the dishes. She was doing everything. I don't know what she was doing, but she wasn't there because it was slow and I can handle the drive-thru by myself. So he skirts off. Mind you, we're gonna call the other girl that was working with me, we're gonna call her Houdini, because she popped up out of nowhere when she didn't need to pop up. He pulls up kind of like next to the window. He's not like that close, but he's like right here. He's like, who's that on the microphone? Who's that was taking my order? Who's that? What's the name? Give me the name. Give me the name. I'm like, what the heck is going on? First, let me rewind. When he before he pulled off, I think he was like, oh, that's how it's gonna be? Oh, that's how it is? Like before he pulled off to the drive-through window. And I'm like, what the heck is he talking about? What do you mean that's how it is? That's how it's gonna be. I thought he was on the phone or something. So I'm like, this man tripping. And so when he came in, I mean, not he came in, when he came to the drive-through, he was like, who was that? Who was the person that took my order? I want to know their name. Give me the name. Give me the name. So here comes Houdini in the window talking about, oh, who took your order? It was Nicole. I'm like, girl, why? What made you think to say my name? What if this man was a crazy idiot? You wasn't here the whole time, you know, while I was, you know, up here, and you just coming up at the wrong time, mind you, giving my name out. Protect me, like protect my name. Like, you could have been like, oh, I don't know, but if you have a problem, you can come speak to the manager, or I'm not sure who's at the window, I just got up here. Lie. Like, learn how to lie, please. Sometimes you just need to lie to prevent some certain situations. Like, goodness gracious, she just threw me under the bus. So I'm like, oh, here we go, here come this girl. Ever since then, ever since then I was like, all right, I'm gonna mess with you from a distance, because I can already see the type of person you are. Just threw me under the bus. But anyway, so he's like, oh, all right, I'm coming inside. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? I looked through that little opening, and I'm looking at the cook that was, you know, on a shift, that was on the drive-through side. I'm like, you heard me talk to him, right? Like, at that point I was like, he probably mad because he thought I didn't, you know, greet him, and he was just waiting that whole time, and I was just whatever. So I was like, you know, and the cook has the headset too, so she can hear like what he's ordering and whatever I'm saying, all this stuff. So I was like, you heard me, right? Like, I greeted this man. She was like, yeah, I heard you. You good. She was cool. We was good. She was like, yeah, I heard you. You good. Like, don't worry about it. You good. I heard you. I'm like, thank you, because I know I'm not tripping. And so this man proceeds to come inside the I'm about to say the office, the building. And mind you, there are other guests in the front, or people sitting down in the dining area eating. He come in louder than I don't know what. Where Nicole at? Where Nicole at? Where Nicole at? I'm like, first of all, sir, your tone of voice, sound like you want to fight. Like, nobody just comes in. First of all, when you hear the name Nicole, of course you're gonna more than likely think, you know, it's a girl, it's a woman or whatever. So why are you so hyped? And, you know, I feel like if she would have said a man's name, he probably would have, but he wouldn't have been so buck about it. Like, sir, calm down. Anyway, so the way the building is set up, he can't see me because I'm still in drive-through. So it's a wall right here, and I'm behind the wall. The only way he can see me is if he actually like jumps over the counter, the front counter, or if he like, I don't know, that's really the only way he can see me, if he jump over the front counter and like walk behind the wall. So I'm right here, so he can't see me. I can't see him either. It's just a wall. So I'm just right there. So it's another cashier that was actually at the front taking people with front orders. So she kind of like walks to where she could see me and see him at the same time. So it's like, there's a wall. I'm over here. The guy is over there. So she could see me. She's like, Nicole, like, she ain't look at me, but she was like, just stay right there. Just stay right there. I was like, I'm not moving. Mind you, I was mad, and then I was like scared at the same time. I didn't know how far he was going to take it. I'm like, dang, sir, you just mad for no reason. So I didn't know if he was going to like come behind the counter, like really start looking for me or not. I'm like, dang, I don't got nothing to protect myself with. I'm not in the kitchen. I didn't want to come from behind the, you know, the wall, and he see me, and then he really start getting buck and hype and stuff. And then at the same time I was pissed, cause I'm like, sir, it's no reason to be mad. And then like you come in here like sound like you want to fight a woman. Like, anyway, I was like, you know, I was like, man, I should come behind this wall and be like, yo, like, what you want? Like, it was me. But anyway, so he just steady yelling, where she at? I don't like the way she you know, answered, blah 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 blah. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm just standing there, and he just going off. And my managers, I can hear them come from their office. They're like, what's going on? you know, the person you got in drive-thru, I don't like the way she answered, blah 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 blah. You know, as soon as I saw y'all open, I knew the store was gonna be ghetto, blah 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 blah. I'm like, ghetto, sir? You're the one acting ghetto. And so he's just still going off at the mouth. Everybody's just stopping and looking. I'm like, oh my gosh. Meanwhile, I'm still mad at Houdini for saying that it was me. You know, nowadays you never know how crazy somebody is. So I was like, is he gonna be like waiting? And I was about to get off soon, so I'm like, is he gonna be like waiting in the parking lot and like seeing who comes out, you know, who goes in, like really looking for me? Like, I watch a lot of was it Law and Order and First 48. I'm like, Lord, I'm about to have to fight this man. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you never know how crazy people are nowadays. People killing people over chicken sandwiches. So don't think I'm crazy. Like, it's just a real thought. So I'm like, dang, like she just gave away my name. I'm gonna take off my name tag, be somebody else for the rest of the day. Like, goodness gracious. So anyway, he's going off yelling. My manager's really not feeding to him at all. Like, they just sitting there like, oh, okay, all right. Okay, that's all I heard is okay, all right. And so like, then he calmed down once he saw like my managers wasn't really getting hyped with him. So he gonna try to calm down, act like he was, you know, Saint Nick the whole time. Like, oh, you know, I'm just saying, y'all, like, y'all can do better. Y'all should do better. That's all I'm saying. You know, I ain't trying to cause no trouble. That's all I'm saying. Y'all can do better. And then walked out. Sir, you didn't try to cause no trouble. You just caused... Anyway. And so then my manager came back to see me behind the wall. He was like, Nicole, what you do? I'm like, I ain't do nothing to this man. I ain't do nothing to this man. He said, nah, I'm just joking with you. You good, you good. And then my other manager came out, the actual general manager. She was like, Nicole, what you do to that man? I was like, I ain't do nothing. Like, they was just messing with me. But, sir, like, calm down. Now, he had the right one then, because I was a lot more, like, reserved and, like, nah, like, I let it slide type of person. I'm still the type of person now, but I'm quicker to get to the point where it's like, all right, enough. I'm ready to go. Like, let's get it. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. Like, I might lose this fight, but, you know, whatever. That's not a good mentality to have all the time. But the moral of this story is, first of all, don't be like Houdini and be telling people's information unnecessarily when you don't need to. Like, he could have did anything. Number two, don't be like the drive-thru man, because he was in the wrong the whole time. He thought I never greeted him. I don't know what he was doing. Not like he had music playing. I didn't hear no music when he pulled up. I didn't hear anything. All I heard was my own voice saying, hi, welcome to Zaxby's, and him just sitting there. So I don't know what he was doing, how he didn't hear me, or what. And then also when he was like, hello, and I said yes, you could have just ordered your food, sir. I mean, we could have talked this out when we got to the drive-thru. You could have been like, hey, you know, you didn't greet me. And I could be like, oh, I did, you know, blah, 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 whatever. Anyway, don't be like him. Don't be just, you know, jumping because you thought something that didn't even happen. Now you looking stupid because you was in the wrong the whole time. Oh, you acting all rough for what, sir? For what? What did you get? You didn't even get no food. Now you just left mad and stupid. Mad, stupid, and confused. So anyway, that's my story. You could be like, hey, Nicole, you could have just, you know, hi, welcome to Zaxby's. You could have did it again. But like I said, I was in a good mood. I wasn't trying to rush him. And, you know, we had just opened. I know it's a lot on the menu, so it's a lot to take in. I was like, let me give him his time. Let the man breathe, you know. If you've ever worked in customer service or just any job, really, and you have somebody, like, spaz out on you for no reason, let me know down below. I'd like to read some stories, or just give it a like if you can relate. So, yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.